Hey guys, good morning, happy morning, and we have a special guest joining in today, Vanessa, who's joining in from Singapore, and she is very passionate about a lot of things she does. She is a great influencer. She's been spreading a lot of love and positivity. She's an editor, social media promoter. She's a motivational speaker. She's been writing a lot of content related to motivation, and she's been doing a lot of speaking for a lot of forums during this particular time. She is she's basically a national secretary and ambassador to Mon Entrepreneurs. She's also a national representative. She's grabbed a lot of awards for the recognition where people felt she is doing really good for the society. So she inspires me award and image impact maker 2020 award is what she has grabbed. She is on a mission where she wants to establish her own small business where she does a lot of motivational speaking for educational institutions, individuals, forums, which can be on a commercial way where she can build this particular own business. Apart from this, she is also passionate about doing organizing a lot of events and shows. So let's hear more about herself from Vanessa. Vanessa, thanks a lot for joining in. You're again one of our esteemed guests from joining in from Singapore. So how's it out there? How is Vanessa, so passionate about, these activities in terms of spreading love through social media, giving motivational speaks. So over to you.
Uh, Thank you for having me on this show. And I'm Vanessa. I'm a trans woman, and I love society on the whole. I want to create an loving, all-inclusive society, and that is my main compassion in life. And I'm doing this by empowering women,
Mhm.
by helping the LGBT community to empower themselves, to educate society about transgenderism,
Mhm.
so that everyone can actually come together and love each other, learn how to live with each other, love sorry learn to live with each other, learn to be peaceful in life also at the same time.
Nice.
So I have done certain activities to empower the LGBT community. For example, I've created 8 affirmation videos for the LGBT community on the whole, and about 53 empowerment videos for the transgender community,
Wow.
which I post it on my Facebook every Friday. And I'm very fortunate to be the national secretary for the SC6 International Council for Progressive Women, and also the national representative for SC6 International, because these platforms help me to empower women.
Wow.
I always believe that women need to be financially independent so that they will be able to do whatever they want to do in life. But my main purpose will always be to create a loving society, because right now I feel that people in society are pretty disjointed. When they see something that is different from there, they try to avoid them. But there are also people who love people who are very different from them. So I want more people to love different kind of people, regardless of their sexual orientation, their race, and their skin color.
Super. Good one. Vanessa, I've seen a lot of people, in this particular community, still, getting involved, still trying to think that, they should come into the public and all that. And there is a second category of people who are there out there comfortably, living their life and trying to show the society that it is normal now. Everybody is encouraging them, and people like you who are motivating them that hey, we can do well, we can go further, we can establish our own businesses. So it's you're far ahead than rest of your friends there. So that's really encouraging. Why did you choose this term that we should stop envying others?
It is due to the experience I've had in life, because I've went through many discriminations and I've faced many obstacles. And I know that there are many people like me who are facing these kind of troubles. There are actually many transgenders who want to come out to society, but they are very afraid because people treat them very differently. We must be allies to people who are very different. If not, we become a threat to them. And that will affect the equilibrium of love in society. Nobody in life should feel threatened, and that I feel is very important. Everybody should live the way that they wish to live. So I've thought about this for a very long time.
Mhm.
A lot of people have come to me and tell me that whatever I'm going to do will give me some trouble at the same time, because I'll be opening up myself. I'll be more vulnerable to society. People will attack me more. People will be more jealous of me. But I seriously couldn't care less. Because if I'm going to let all this affect me, then I cannot live my purpose in making society a lovable one at all. You see, my work is not only for the transgender community or the LGBT community, it's for society
Yes.
on the whole. Because my background in education is in sociology. And when I was studying sociology, I realized that there were so many conflicts in society, but all these can be rectified if we start loving each other now. And very importantly, love must start from people who are growing up at this time. The youngsters in society will be our future leaders, and we need to spread the word of love to these people so that they will start loving society, and society will start growing to love each other more.
Good one. Good one. So it's really nice because all the messages I've seen, a lot of your posts. It is spreading love. It is talking about it's easy, relax, enjoy your love, and enjoy your life. Take it easy. If you're in trouble, this will pass away. Some of these messages you're nicely putting it, articulating it in short videos, and then either going live or making this posting these particular videos. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and all the best with your plans, whichever you're doing right now. So what is the agenda and agenda now? So what are you working on?
At this moment, I'm actually working on a few videos
Mhm.
on empowerment. Like I mentioned earlier, I really completed my formation videos for LGBT community, the videos for the empowerment community, and also my poems that I've been uploading recently, all these 3 videos are about empowerment, but they are for various segments in society. Like, for example, I mentioned the LGBT community, the transgender community, and also society as a whole. So my next project I'm working on is self-empowerment, and it's entitled Letting Go, because I believe that we in society, we think too much, and if we think too much, we invite negativity, because our thoughts make us who we are. And I'm working on this project to help us to let us go of our our negative thoughts, and bring in our positive thoughts. So now when you bring in positive thoughts, you start to love yourself. Because I believe that before you love society, you must always love yourself first. We are the change. We are the first people to make that change in society before. No, sorry, we are the first people that must change ourselves first, so before we change society. So that is my next project.
So that is the baggage you're asking people to let go in their life so that you
Yeah.
can live comfortably, right? The negativity, or are there any other baggages which you're talking about which we carry?
Mm, sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah. So the first point was living life without envy, and the second point which you were insisting is letting go of unnecessary baggages in your life. So what unnecessary baggages were you representing here?
The sweet packages is like, you know, sometimes where we want to buy something and we are stuck in a long queue, and all of a sudden somebody just jumps in, and we get annoyed that these people jump into our queue. And this annoying thought sometimes sticks in our brains. And we go home and we tell our children or husband or wife about what happened at the supermarket. Now, these thoughts, a lot of people may not bother about it, but sometimes these thoughts of negativity start increasing in us. We start becoming angry. And if we don't let go of what happened at the supermarket, we go to bed angry. Now, I know that we should never go to bed angry at all, but we must let go of this anger that actually had nothing to do with us. All because we got angry or somebody who cut our queue, that's all. And we went back and talked about it. And it manifested into much more anger that we didn't expect that it should have been that way.
Good one. So, out of all the awards and achievements which you've received, which one is your favorite? Which one you felt this is what I was waiting for, or you felt really good?
Actually, all of them are my favorite. I've got no preference of which award is better than the other. Of course, as me being the national representative of S66 Council, of course, I will put that as my number one. And next one is my She Empires Award. And now I received my Red Blazer of Excellence Award, and also I've been made the Global Ambassador for All Women's Rock. But I want to emphasize that all these awards do not change who I am, because my work is not about awards. My work is about helping society. I will be happy when society is changed, when society becomes lovable. That is my greatest pride in life. So whatever awards I receive, I will still be the same old Vanessa, just helping society. Awards can be put aside. I mean, but I'm very grateful for all these awards that I've received. But like I said, it does not change who I am.
Good one. So, Vanessa, we have some questions for you, rapid fire questions for you, so that we get to know your choices, your preferences well. So, are you all set for the rapid fire questions?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, the first question. What is the most interesting thing you have read lately? I mean, you've been posting a lot of content, but there might be some content which you have read and which has, you felt very interesting.
The most interesting content I've posted is about having the voice in domestic violence. I love that post because I want women to stand up and voice out their sufferings. We need women to be strong. We need them to voice out about their sufferings in life. So I've always liked that post that I've written. So that is my most favorite post.
Good one. What is the best gift you have received since childhood? Most memorable, most precious gift that you have received since childhood?
My childhood,
Mhm.
um, I think the education of being humble. When I was growing up, my mother always told me to be humble because there's nothing to show off in society. There will always be people who are better than you. So so what is there to show off? Because there are also be people that have lesser than you.
True.
So on this line, I've always told myself to be humble, never to show off. And one good example is my mother. My mother is one of the most prettiest women I've ever come across.
Wow.
And when I was young, she had a lot of modeling offers. And she refused all of them. And I asked her, why do you refuse all these modeling offers? And she just told me, said, I don't like to be in the limelight. I like to be a humble mother to you and just serve the family. Because there are people who have more than me and there are people who have lesser than me at the same time. These are the words I always remember my mom told me.
Okay, your next question. What's your favorite part of Singapore? What is it like? I've never been to Singapore, but what do you like the most in of Singapore, living in there?
It is the varieties of food that Singapore provides us. I'm a major foodie.
Okay.
And wait, and right now, I don't know whether you can see this. I ordered my nasi briyani.
Oh, wow.
Eh, somehow I anticipated you're going to ask me this question, so I bought lunch before this interview.
Good one.
And okay, one of my favorite food is Indian food. I just
Hmm.
love Indian food. I love the way it smells, and it really, you know, works up a great appetite in me.
Wow. I heard you're also shortly giving a motivational speech for Mrs. India or a pageant which is happening in India in Delhi. So when is it scheduled? When will be the audience of India will have a chance to hear Vanessa?
Um, right now, I already can't tell you when this is actually going to happen because of the COVID-19 situation, and I'm stuck here in Singapore. I'm actually supposed to give a motivational talk at a pageant in Delhi,
Mhm.
but at this moment, everything is on hold. I do hope that this will
These days will pass.
happen in about, let me see, about 6 months' time or maybe late next year. I really cannot tell. But I actually prepared my whole speech, and now the speech is kind of just collecting dust.
Mhm.
But but tell you frankly, I every day go back to that speech and rehearse. I've actually rehearsed the speech about 5 times already. So I think I will be able to wow the audience when I'm able to do it.
Good one. We're eagerly waiting to hear that particular speech. So, okay, what is the most common misconception about the role which you're playing in terms of a motivational speaker? What do people misunderstand about that? A common misunderstanding.
Misconception. I think people misconcept who I'm actually is. People sometimes think that whatever I do in life, I'm just trying to get fame. And that's totally not true. I'm not very sure whether my awards have also created jealousy among my friends. I hope not at all, because I know that when people become more successful, jealousy also grows. So I just want people to know that I'm just helping society, and I have no agenda at all. I do not want to become famous, definitely. I just want to remain the same humble person that I'm that I am right now.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. People somewhere, when you give a gift, okay, to some a person, they're so glued to as to who's giving the gift. They're not focusing on what gift they're receiving, whether you're giving a gift of love or you're giving a gift of a value. They're more focused on who is giving it rather than what is that they're receiving it, and why is what is the intention, why is this person doing this, what are the commercials involved and stuff like that. So yeah, unfortunately, that is one of the misconception a lot of people have. Anybody who wants to do good without, I would say without strings attached, there's still a lot of questions and ifs and buts in people's mind. I completely agree with you. Yeah, the focus is not on what they're receiving, somebody's giving. Okay, what is the most surprising thing that you have experienced in your life, where you really got surprised?
It is the friends that I've made. I mentioned that I've gone through a lot of difficulties in life.
Mhm.
I was once a very nervous wreck. When I wanted to enter a shopping mall, I had to march up and down 20 times before I decide whether I can enter the mall at all. And I was sweating very profusely. My self-esteem was very low at that time. Now, all this I thought will continue in my life. But the most surprisingly thing that happened to me is that I met a certain group of friends that actually build my confidence up, made me who I am right now. Because without them, I won't be sitting here talking to you. That is something I did not expect in life. The second thing I never expected in life is how I managed to survive the COVID-19 situation. Because as you know, there were lockdowns in various countries, and in Singapore itself, we faced a lockdown. And at that period, I went through some emotional depression. And at that time, reading group was formed, and the books that the group chose was the Alchemist and the Magic. The total surprising thing that I faced was that these two books actually helped me to overcome my emotional depression. I was feeling very suicidal, I got to admit, but it is that the universe wanted to help me to survive this situation, and also by surviving this situation to go out to society and tell others how to survive it. This has been a very new concept to me, and I got to admit this is one thing I've been doing periodically right now to help people who are suffering during these times, to help them to survive.
Yeah, no better person than somebody who's experienced the lows of life and then come up can talk about motivation, because there are a lot of people out there who does motivation speaking based on experience from the books, but somebody has to really experience that depression and then coming up, and then those are the right people who can really talk about it. So I completely get what you're trying to say. And next question: what is that one thing which you can talk about the entire day? If you get onto the stage, Vanessa can talk about this subject the entire day.
It is about empowerment.
Women empowerment.
I can talk about it until the cows come home, because I have a lot of topics to talk about it.
Hmm.
And that is my pride, especially if I'm empowering women, because I believe that women have suffered in society, they have been discriminated, and I want them to move up from their sufferings. And if I were to choose a topic that I would really love to talk about, it would be on domestic violence, because I've studied that for 4 years, and there's many things to talk about it.
So if Vanessa has to disagree on a point, let's say you're friends or you're in a conference and there is a point which you completely disagree, so how would Vanessa put it across? What is your style of putting across saying that, hey, I don't disagree on this particular point?
Well, I would actually want to listen to my friends' opinions first. I want to listen to the opinion of the other side, because I believe in agreeing and disagreeing at the same time. And my main purpose in life is always the win-win situation, and there must always reach a middle ground. Okay, I actually learned this when I was working in a company,
Mm.
because I joined its union community. And when I was in the union community, we had to do a lot of negotiations. We had to settle on many problems, and there were many disagreements on both sides. But I saw my leader being able to come to a middle ground, to able to disagree and agree at the same time, and eventually come to an agreement that everybody can be happy about. So that principle has always been in me. When I talk to my friends, I do not go outwardly and disagree with them. I like to listen to their opinions, and after that, I share my opinions and slowly bring them to a middle ground. Because I believe it's no point I fight with you, you fight with me, and eventually nothing comes about. So a win-win situation is always very important. But of course, if that is not impossible, then I will say, okay, take a break, we will come back to this topic again once we can have better situation, better solutions to it.
Good one. Your next question. Describe Vanessa in 3 words. As a person,
She's beautiful, kind, and empathic.
superb. Okay. What skills are really critical for you, which you have already gained, and what are the skills you are striving to, attain in couple of years?
My writing skills are very important to me because it helped me to write my motivation topics. And I got to admit that writing is actually my comfort zone and speaking is not my comfort zone. So right now I'm practicing on my speaking to be more articulate. That is why I'm creating more videos for myself. It's also helping me to be more confident in my speaking. And actually, that is a very huge challenge for me. But I believe that I will be able to be successful in speaking and also be successful in speaking on stage. But I got to be thankful for the COVID-19 situation because now everything has been postponed, so I have a longer time in practicing my speaking.
Yeah, intention is good. If you've decided that I want to learn this, you would definitely achieve it. So that's a good point. So, with all this experience, what you've seen in your life, the community service which you're doing, you're spreading love through your friends, through your platforms, you're a great influencer on social media. With all this experience, what would you do if you become a chief minister? Doesn't matter if it's for Singapore or a specific state in India. What are the areas you would focus on personally?
Areas. I think the area of motivation is pretty important right now because many people need to be motivated in lives. So I feel that I want to go into that area about motivating people to be who they want to be in life.
Good.
I think I kind of want to explore that area more now.
Good one. So good. Thanks a lot for joining in, Vanessa, because you're really standing out on what you're doing. You're really confident in what you're doing, and you're just not limited to your community, but you're saying, I want to motivate the entire world. That really needs guts, and I know there might be a lot of challenges. There might be a lot of feedback you will receive from people, but what's important is you keep going, you keep doing what you're really confident in, and keep motivating the entire world, saying that love is the only solution. That is the only thing which will get you to the next level. So keep up the good work in terms of spreading love. So I think we lost Vanessa. Just a second.
Sorry, got disconnected.
Hey, sorry, we got disconnected. So thanks a lot. I was basically thanking you for joining here. It was nice interacting with you. So keep up the good work in terms of spreading positivity. Yeah, I think she's not able to hear us. So just
Sorry, I think
yeah,
I apologize. I think there's some connection problem.
yeah, no problem. So are you able to hear me okay now?
Yep.
Yeah. So thanks a lot, Vanessa, for joining in, and keep up the good work in terms of motivating everybody. So the best thing which I like about you, you're not only doing it for your community but for the entire world.
Yep.
Do great in terms of your motivational speaks, and I would love to continue join and watch some of those things. And yeah, if thanks for also choosing India and supporting in some of the motivational speakers for India, because as a country we also need to open up our minds and then listen to what the way world is changing. So we need some reforms here also. So it is great that you're also taking part virtually or physically. You will be taking part in some of these motivational speaks for India. So, and would love to see you in India whenever you travel here.
Yes,
So
waiting to go to India because I love it so much. I find that all the people in India very lovable. I found the greatest love in India.
thank you. So thank you, Vanessa. Thanks to all your friends also who have helped you when you were low. It is not just about you; it is about your friends also who have supported you to
Yes,
make these things happen. So thank you, all of you, for keeping this moment on. Have a great day. Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends. Do follow Vanessa. She has got a lot of motivational speaks. Again, clear message. See the value, see what the gift they're giving, not who's giving it and why the person is doing it. So focus on the intentions. That's very important, and spread love and positivity. Don't get distracted to negativity. We have a lot of negativity, a lot of bad news across. You switch on the TV and news, all you have is bad news. So spread positivity as much as possible on social media, and
Yes,
you
definitely I'll
will.
be doing that.
Yeah, so Vanessa is the best example for it. I'm sure 5, 10 posts and some videos that you see Vanessa, you will understand what she is trying to do. So thank you, Vanessa, again for joining in. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.